I'm Shrimai. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is all about makeup brushes. If you are a beginner and wondering which makeup brushes to start with, because when you watch makeup videos they use so many makeup brushes and you finally ended up thinking like what makeup brushes should I buy? Or if you are already into makeup and you are thinking of adding few more makeup brushes to your collection, then hope this video is helpful and informative for you all. Also, if you are new to my channel, then please click on to the subscribe button so that you'll get notified whenever I'll upload a video. I upload videos on makeup tutorial, DIY, product reviews, home decor, cooking and many more like this. So this video is going into my beginners makeup series. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in my channel I have created a playlist called Beginners Makeup Series where I put all of my makeup videos which are related to beginners, so that if you are a beginner you can directly click onto that playlist and you can find all of those related videos. So yeah, let's get started to the video and talk about all the makeup brushes, which makeup brushes you are going to need to do your makeup. I'm going to cover up face makeup brushes as well as eye makeup brushes. So the first brush is for your face or to blend out your foundation or concealer. So the first thing which comes to my mind is, beauty sponge. Something like this. This is the original beauty blender, or this is the Real Technique Miracle sponge. I really prefer makeup sponges over brushes, especially to blend out my foundation and concealer, because it gives a very natural finish and foundation and concealer blends into your skin and you won't look cakey or as if you have put on some makeup. So if you are a beginner, I would suggest you to go with makeup sponges instead of makeup brush. Also, apology guys, because all the makeup brushes or all the makeup tools which I'm going to show you are dirty because I have just did my makeup using all this thing. So the first thing is this beauty blender. This is the original beauty blender. It is definitely pricey, so if you are just starting into makeup, then it will be little pricey for you to invest into this. So for that I thought of showing you one more dupe, or not exactly dupe, but one more option. This is the Real Technique Miracle sponge. How you are going to use this is you have to run this beauty blender or sponge under your sink or under water and just squeeze out the water until this sponge get doubles in size. And Real Technique Miracle sponge are easily available and it's quite inexpensive also. Also try to look out for Nykaa.com. I have never shopped from them, but I heard they really carry some of the good makeup brand as well as like really lot of makeup products. It's an online website. Alright, if you are not into makeup sponge, then I would suggest to go with a brush, something like this, a buffing brush where the bristles are very densely packed. You can see there is no gap between bristles. These are very soft, so it will be easy for your face to apply foundation, so that whenever you apply your foundation or whenever you buff your foundation, you will not get this tricky mark. This one I'm showing you is from Real Technique. This is the Real Technique Expert Face Brush. Whatever I'm going to show you guys, the brushes are really inexpensive, so if you are a beginner you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can use this to apply your foundation, or you can also use this to apply your concealer or blend out your concealer underneath the eyes. If the brush is too big, then it may be a little bit difficult to blend this out, but coming to this size of brush, it's really easy to blend this out as well. Also, you can use this brush to contour your cheekbone. You can use any contour powder. It may be cream or powder to contour, because the size, again you can see it really fits perfectly to my cheekbone area. The next thing comes is to set your face. It means to use your powder. You can use again your normal powder puff, which normally easily available in any makeup store, or else you can use a brush. Whenever I use a sponge like this, I normally take my powder using the damp sponge itself to pack the powder underneath my eyes, or else you can use a brush, something like this, where the bristles are very light and fluffy. You can see the bristles are not very densely packed. Also it's very fluffy, so that it will not pick too much of product. If you use a brush something like this, it may pick too much product because the brushes are quite dense. This is the brush from Real Technique. This is the Real Technique blush brush. They have marketed this as a blush brush to apply your blush, but you can use this even to dust the powder all over your face like this, or even underneath your eyes. The next thing coming to my mind is to use your bronzer on the peripherals of your face as well as blush. So you can use this brush even to apply your bronzer like this in the peripherals of your face underneath your jawline area, as well as you can use this brush to apply your blush. So I'm going to tell you guys different ways to use your makeup brush, not only for one. You can use your makeup brushes for at least 2 to 3 ways minimum. I'm going to write down all the brush name in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. The next brush is a angle brush, something like this. You can see it's angle in shape. This one I'm showing you is from the brand Wet n Wild, and it's very inexpensive, guys. This retails for I think $1. So if you can get your hands onto this, do give this a try. It's really good, very inexpensive, but the quality is really good. You can use this brush to contour your face like this because it has a sharp edge, because it's angle, so you can get that crisp contour line here. You can also use this brush to apply your blush. Not like this, you can use like this. The way how you hold your brush, that also makes a difference. So hold your brush like this to apply your blush. Now the next thing coming to my mind is to apply your highlighter. We covered everything: foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, blush. The next thing is highlighter. Now if you want, you can use your highlighter by using your finger. Just use your 2 to 3 fingers like this and just blend it out. Or else if you want, you can use the tip, just side of this brush, to apply your highlighter very lightly. Or else you can pick this type of brush is something like this. So the first one is a brush something like this, which is medium in size, but the bristles are quite soft and very fluffy. This one is Morphe M510. I really love this brush to apply my highlighter, especially when I want a intense highlight, like from where you can see my highlighter from so far. So I normally take this brush because it's fluffy, but the size it's small, so it really gives a precision line when I use my highlighter. So I normally take my highlighter to apply like this in circular motion using this brush. Now if you want a subtle highlighter, then go for a fan brush, something like this, because fan brushes don't have much of width. They are very thin. It picks very less product as compared to this type of brushes. So if you want less highlighter, then you can go with this. Also it covers like a wide range of space. When you apply a highlighter like this, it is covering like this, right, only this place. But whenever you are applying with a fan brush, it will cover the huge amount of space. The face brushes are done. If you want, you can only get these 2 brushes and a highlighter brushes, or else if you want, you can only get these 2 and a highlighter. That's only up to you guys. I'm showing you and I'm giving you all the options. If you want, get 10 brushes. If you want, only get 2 brushes. That's only up to you, how much money you want to spend and in how many different ways you can use your makeup brushes. Alright, so let's move to eyes. The first thing I'm going to tell you is spend money at least to get 1 or 2 blending brushes. That's really the main key to get a perfect eye look. So here I'm going to show you our 2 blending brushes. So this is the first blending brush. This is quite precise blending brush. This reminds me of MAC 217, which everybody raves about. You can see down it's pinch, but in the upper side it's quite fluffy. This helps to blend your eyeshadow on your crease, as well as it can also deposit much of color. So I feel this is a must, the precision blending brush. Now if you want, you can only get 1 blending brushes to apply your crease color. But if you want to spend a little bit more money and you want to get 2 blending brushes, then I would suggest to go with something like this. This is a blending brush which has dome shape. This is a little bit longer than the previous brush, you can see, and it is more light and fluffy than the previous one. The previous one was little precise, but it's very fluffy and dome in shape, and the bristles hairs are a little bit longer. So the first brushes which I shown you is M433 by Morphe, and the second brushes which I'm showing you is M441. So this is the first brush which I shown you, the precision blending brush, and this is the second brush which is a little bit dome in shape. The dome shape brush, you can use this to apply your transition color, and then you can use this precision blending brush to use your crease color or even on your outer V area. Now the next thing is to pack your eyeshadow all over your eyelid. Now to do that, either you can use your finger or else you can opt for a brush. If it is a shimmery one, I would highly suggest to use your finger. Trust me, that really pop the eyeshadow more. But coming to brush, I would suggest to go for a flat shader brush, something like this. You can see this is flat and the bristles are very densely packed. So this brush is from e.l.f. and this retails for only $8, like only $1. You don't have to go and pick only e.l.f. I know e.l.f. is not available in all the country, but try to find a brush which is flat shader, or where the bristles are very densely packed and the brush has a flat side. Why to use a flat shader brush? Because if the brush is flat, it will be easy for you to pick the color eyeshadow and just pack it like this. Okay, the next thing is to get a pencil brush, something like this. Means very small, teeny tiny round shape brush. These pencil brushes are very easy to use or to apply your eyeshadow underneath your lower lash line, as well as to highlight your inner tear duct area. To highlight your inner tear duct area really makes a difference. So do that in your eye makeup and you will see the difference. So you cannot apply your eyeshadow with a fluffy blending brush like this to your lower lash line. Then you will look really like a hot mess. It will come up to here, your eyeshadow. That's why go with a small pencil brush. If you don't want to spend, you can also use a Q-tip or earbud, what you say. Even Q-tip also will act the same. Of course, you have to go 2 to 3 times to get the intensity, but yeah. Now at this point, I feel 2 to 3 face brushes and 2 to 3 eye brushes is quite enough. But I'm also going to give you 2 to 3 more extra option just in case if you want. So the next brush is a small shader brush, something like this. You can see it is flat, but it is very small. You don't have to go for a flat one. You can also take a little bit fluffier one, but make sure the size of the bristle or the brush is a little bit small. Now I use this type of brush to pack my eyeshadow on the outer corner of my eyes. You can see in this makeup look, I have just filmed this look. So I have also done a video on how to apply your eyeshadow or how to do your eye makeup. In that video I have shown you using all these brushes which I'm talking right now. So I use this type of makeup brushes or small one just to pack my eyeshadow on the outer corner of my eyes to darken it up a little bit, because if I use a big brushes, it will cover up more area and I want to concentrate only on the smaller part of my eyes. But that's completely optional. If you are a beginner, you're just entering into makeup, you can skip the step and you don't have to buy this. The other 2 brushes are one for your eyebrow and one to create your wing eyeliner. If you are a beginner, I would highly suggest to go for a eyebrow pencil instead of a brow pomade or a brow powder, because it will be a little bit difficult for you to do all the stuff. So go with the eyebrow pencil which has a spoolie in the outer end. But if you are already into makeup and you are just looking for some different makeup brushes options, then I would suggest to get an eyebrow brush, something like this. So this is a dual-ended eyebrow brush. It has a angle brush to use your powder product or cream product to fill your eyebrows. Make sure that this angle brush side is little bit firm and a little bit sturdy. It should not be very light, or it should not be very, very flimsy. Because if it is little bit firm and steady, it will be easy for you to create the line and fill your eyebrows. If it is very flimsy, then it will be a little difficult to fill your eyebrows. So just keep that in mind. Now why I'm telling to go for a dual-ended brush like this? Because it also comes with a spoolie like this. Spoolies are really necessary whenever you're filling your eyebrows. When you use your spoolie to comb your eyebrows, it also distributes your eyebrow product evenly throughout your eyebrows and it looks very natural. So the eyebrow brush which I'm showing you is from Morphe. This is a Morphe E29. You can even use this angle brush to create your wing, but this brush is little bit bigger to create a wing. That's why I recommend you to go for a small angle brush. Either you can go for a angle brush or even a typical liner brush which is very thin. This is the liner brush which I'm talking about. The bristles are very small and the angle brush, you can see it's barely half of the previous brush. This is the Sigma wing liner brush E06. So alright guys, those are all the makeup brushes. I try to include as many options as I can so that you will don't have to search for one brushes, and if you don't find you may think, okay, now I'm not finding this one, what should I do? That's why I gave you two options, so that it will be easy for you. If you're not finding this, you can opt for other one. So yeah, hope this video is a little bit informative if you are planning to get any makeup brushes, if you are a beginner, or even you are already into makeup. If you like beginners makeup video and if you like this type of informative videos, then please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Also, please share it with your friends and family so that it will be helpful for them as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.